But yes, King Arthur has now updated the Pi suite for 0.18. I am going to be waiting for resource spawner overhaul at minimum, also squeak through, and so deadlocks, belt boxes, and compact loaders are not actually maintained by Deadlock. That one has moved on to someone else. So hopefully that will also get updated as well. There were some changes made to loaders with 0.18. Some modding level changes to loaders, different definitions now, updates to definitions. So we shall see if that has any effect on the Deadlocks stuff. Splitters also have had their horizontal sprites split into two separate sprites for some reason, which probably means that any mod that adds splitters is now broken. Definitely any mod that recolors the base game's splitter sprites will need to be updated, but it's also quite possible that things like Bob's expanded belts, Bob's belts probably needs to get updated for the split in the sprites on the horizontal splitters, as well as ultimate belts will likely need to have an update there. So it's like, oh great, these mods that I use, ultimate belts in this case, need updating. Need more updating than just a version change. Things like if I go into load game and I take a look at all this stuff, as for what would need more in-depth changes, really I think it might just be that. Maybe might just be the ultimate belts, might just be apparently alien biomes is broken right now. I think definitely some of Bob's stuff, most likely Bob's library needs to be updated. The Factorio standard library, I'm sure, also needs updating, which I'm sure King either has done or probably just saw it that what the Pi Suite uses from the Factorio standard library didn't need to be updated at the very least. So yeah, we shall see what needs further updates and what's just a version number change. So yes, it is with a new full numbered version of Factorio comes the Modpocalypse. So we are in the 0.18 Modpocalypse period right now. Anyway, moving right along. This DDC will be making that stuff from... Ah, thank goodness. Thank goodness there was a rotation that let me do that. Ah, yeah, so King updated his own copy of Standard Library, but it has to be updated for the portal. Yeah, figured. And that's going to be what folks have to do right now. If you want to use mods that have not been updated yet on the mod portal, you can feel free to extract them in your mod folder and change the version, the Factorio version, to version not 0.18 from 17, and it will either work or it won't work in 0.18. Just making that change. Most mods should only need that change. Some mods will need a bit more than that, though. So just bear that in mind. Yeah, so standard library just needed the version updated. That's fantastic. Any mod where that's the only thing that needs to be changed is great. You can do that yourself and have access to it before anyone else publicly does. But my concern is the mods that need a little bit more work where the mod author is gone. Those will either take longer or just never get updated again. Which is a shame. It is always going to be sad whenever that happens. I needed this, more of these. More of these things, because these things are used for, yeah, those. Let's actually put this down. Down, down, down here. Yes, you. You will make these. What makes the, I think the washer? Washer makes that? Creamy latex. Glorious creamy latex. From sap and water. Hey, more water. Oh, hey, more water. Let's actually do this, like, somewhat reasonably. None of this uses a ton of water. Seaweed, limestone, stone? Yeah, depending on what gets abandoned and licenses, folks will step up to update things. I don't know what's been abandoned, though. Slash what still needs to be updated. What will take a while. It's really going to depend on what still needs to be updated after this first weekend after the update to 0.18, because most of the mods are going to get updated over the weekend. That's when the work is going to be done on them. That is slow by comparison. That is okay. Okay. Yes, building these polluting. Hey, Pyanodon. Uh, I don't have pollution enabled. Pollution is off. None of my buildings pollute. And yes, I'm building all of this on top of a bioreserve. Ah, screw it. I said I'm doing 111. I'm totally doing 111. You need limestone and stone and seaweed. Am I carrying regular stone? Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not carrying regular stone. Of course I'm not carrying regular stone. Fortunately, I have these two little mining drills right here giving me lots and lots of stone. And I have lots and lots of stone bricks. I will worry a bit more about final placement when I'm actually building my bus, okay? That's when I'll really start to think more about stuff and things. Why did I... Okay. This would be a very poor decision if I left that here. If I let this thing stay here, that would not be the best of decisions. So I am moving this. Because I can place this thing literally anywhere, it will now feed directly into that. Also, it's 0.05 each. So up to 5 can direct feed into a washer. Just FYI. Just gotta add limestone separately. I guess I could place the limestone machine around here as well. I could do the limestone machine up here as well. Oh, hey, it's formic acid. Just add sodium alginate. Yeah, that's gonna slowly load. Just add seaweed. Glorious seaweed. So I wanted to do all this on screen. This is all officially new. Just for reference, this is all part of AlienLife that I have been building out here right now. These new... The moss farm is a brand new building. The seaweed farm is a brand new building. The sap extractor is a brand new building as well. And we will be feeding into this microorganism mine, which is also a brand new building. So just bearing all of these things in mind. And then the latex slab goes into what now? goes into a pulp mill with steam. Oh joy. Oh bliss. Pulp mill with steam. That is a building that I haven't created yet. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Yes, limestone. Limestone. Split some of that off, put it there. A couple of things here use limestone. Makes me think I want to put the extractor, like, right in here. And feed both of those, direct feeding, for limestone. What's next? Petri dishes. The empty petri dishes. This is all going to go... yes, I will need agar as well, so this can go all the way up here. Yes, agar. And I have that. It's only 10 steam required. Da-da! Just add water. Just add the water. Oh, I need more pipes! Good thing I have a chest somewhere with a few more pipes for this very purpose. I actually thought ahead. I always end up building buildings that require pipes, and then I don't have pipes when I need actual pipes. So I made a chest that I put pipes into to have for that purpose. So, yeah, agar. Agar is glorious. I'm actually gonna move that there. And that will be my agar for my petri dishes. Yay! 2021. To the point 18. Now, if you release an update for point 18, it doesn't... If you're on point 17, the game won't download it. I'm pretty sure. Yes? I'm pretty certain that the game will not update a mod in point 17 that has been updated for point 18. So that's safe. People can push their updates to point 18 and not have to worry about people over updating and breaking their point 17 games. However, if they go to point 18 and download mods in point 18, they can't then go back without reverting their mod versions if the game doesn't load version point 18 mods in point 17, which I'm assuming it also does. I'm assuming that the game also does that. Because as it stands, you can't load point 17 mods in point 18. I'm assuming that the reverse is also true. You can't load point 18 mods in point 17. Slash, because things have changed with point 18, I don't think that there is proper backwards compatibility. Yeah, I can't load a mismatched version number, just in general. That makes sense. You need seaweed. There. Go, my minion, do your beautiful stuff. And of course, we're talking about point 18 right now. I'm assuming that it's not going to be a point 19 phase before 1.0. So, when 1.0 hits later this year, we're going to have a 1.0 version modpocalypse as well. The exact same thing is going to happen with when 1.0 releases. Yeah, the number has to match the info.json value, or it won't load it. Granted, the number that's in the info.json is a little bit forgiving in that those those numbers which come after the 17 or after the 18 don't matter as much if you don't define them. So not.17 worked on all not.17s. Thank you so much for the follow, Legacy. Thank you so much. Been getting lots of follows today. And over the past few days, actually, we managed to get over 100 follows on the Twitch channel, to which my response was to have that whole first half of the stream be our overview, what ended up being our overview of all of the new buildings that have been added. Not really, truly a big, in-depth look at every single one, but we looked at all of the new animals and plants that were added. Hello. We are getting red science right now. If you missed the first half of the stream, it was a general overview of the new animals and such, and the mechanics around the animals in AlienLife. So that's a thing. That is a thing. And right now we're actually really close to being able to make our first red science. Like we're actually pretty close, to be completely honest. Now the empty petri dishes are made in a what now? An assembling machine. So you have to handcraft the empty petri dishes. So as soon as I have agar, I can start making petri dishes by handcrafting. So that means that for red science now, you must handcraft at the very minimum the empty petri dishes, and most likely these regular petri dishes as well. You please take all these saps. Like seriously, grab saps. Yes, thank you so much, Legacy. The On the Rails series has now, I guess, officially been ended. It is ended, canceled, in favor of AlienLife content. This particular map may not end up being our long-term map because of point 18. That's my other point that I want to make sure I mention early on here for what will go onto YouTube as part of the Pydew Valley series. I will be continuing with the Pydew Valley series. I will keep the numbers the same, even if I do have to start a fresh map. So there is that. Even if I do have to start a fresh map, it's just because point 18 really throws a wrench into things. Having a new version come out of Factorio just messes up so many things. It messes up a ton of things. I also need one of these for latex, which will also require boilers and... Oh, hey, I apparently need some stone. Stone? Wherefore art thou? Give me more water wells. I know I can make better use of my existing water wells, but eh. Just eh. This will take latex slabs. These. Okay. Well, that means that this should actually be here. Hey, there we go. And this is actually making slabs. Yay. That should be there, and then this needs that, and this needs an output. The latex is used for the stoppers, which I'm guessing that the stoppers are assembling machines, so I need to handcraft the stoppers. So that goes into there just fine and dandy. Which means I need to do that. Really, it's just, that's fine. And water and latex. Glorious latex. Are all new buildings following the 1, 2, 3, 4 rule? Most. The 1, 2, 3, 4 for the module slots, I'm assuming so. For mark levels, not every building will have 4 mark levels. But for module slots, that it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. By default. And as for crafting speed, I have no idea. The animal building mark levels do not change crafting speed. That I can tell you with absolute 100% certainty. Every single animal building / plant building that has a crafting speed of 0.01 stays 0.01. The difference between mark levels is number of module slots to add additional animals into those machines to get the upgraded crafting speed. Yes, so more animals. As for these buildings here, the microorganism mine, I'm uncertain. I would have to look. The moss farm and the sap extractor. I have to actually go back over to that other save to have a look at that. Petri dishes in. And incubated dishes out. And bagger in and dishes out. And latex in and stoppers out. Ooh, I need coal. And I do need cellulose as well. Oh boy. Which building? Which building? HPF. Another HPF. Okay. Where did I place that chest with wood again? Right here. I have a chest of wood for this very purpose. A chest with wood and what will be things. Yes. A chest of wood and things. I'm almost doing red science. Yes, I am almost doing red science. I have almost obtained the red science. I don't need any more soil. Pi is starting to become the new Bob's Angels. Depends on how many people start playing it, honestly. With Angel not really adding anything new, and with Bob not adding anything new, of course more people are going to be going to the overhaul that is adding new stuff. So in this case, yes, I would imagine that the Pi Suite will be a lot more popular going forward, especially with the release of 0.18 and with Angels going to be taking a bit longer to update to 0.18. We haven't really heard from Bob's and Bob updating to 0.18 at this point. I'm assuming it will get ported to 0.18. IR is basically dead for the moment. We shall see about Die World. I'm assuming because that one is actually in active development that will also get updated to 0.18. So I think our major overhauls, well, we'll definitely continue having Bob's Angels. At some point, it may take a little while. But yeah, we will absolutely have a period of time in which more people will be coming for Pyanodons than anything else. Yeah. So, also, King, I'm looking forward to cough cough, the Pi block being updated for AlienLife. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Very much looking forward to the continuation of Pi block, King. And the eventual Pi Coal Touched by an Angel update that will go out to make AlienLife compatible with all the other things. Hint, hint. King's got a lot on his plate at the moment, but just by the way, because he's also doing the Angels conversion for point 18, and has already now done the Pi conversion for point 18, and is still working on AlienLife stuff, specifically a whole caravan mechanic for AlienLife that even I don't have access to the caravans yet. I'm going to do this, place that back. This voids the tar, by the way. The quote-unquote excess tar that exists. Let's see, so I've almost got red science, I think. Grab that cellulose, and... red science? Red science! Non-zero red science! Oh my god, okay. I totally have a thingy here. I've totally pre-made some science labs. What is PyBlock? If you have ever played C Block with Angels, it's C Block but for Pi. It's C Block for Pi. For the Pi suite. That is what it is. Yes, non-zero. Not zero. There we go. Not zero. Red science. It's a glorious thing to see the not zero red science. We need two techs in particular. We need automation and we need logistics. That's yes, Pi block better than C block. I would absolutely say that with 100% certainty that Pi block is better than C block. However, there is a however. C block has the better guidance at the start. I will give C block its due. The very beginning of C block tutorial / guidance period, by the very virtue that it has a tutorial / guidance period, makes that part of C block at least better just at the very start. But in terms of the overall gameplay, Pi block is far superior. Any plans for a Pi cam? Yeah, middle finger is the response there. Yeah, there's a reason why. Oh, hello. King? King? That happened the moment that the first tech finished. King's like, WTF? This is your... Yeah, this is your domain. This is tech swap recipes. Yeah, I'm using what you gave me, King, today. King, I'm using what you gave me today. I copy pasted it today. Fortunately, I have this set to autosave every 10 minutes. The issue is that this will keep happening every time the tech completes. You used it 4 hours ago and it had no issues? I don't know. I don't know if it's a thing that happens in an... Oh, King. It might be a migration issue. If you tested it 4 hours ago on a fresh map that you made, that might be the key. Yes. There it is. There's that four-letter word we've been waiting for. Sex when you're right. Sex when you're right. Yeah, so it's totally a migration issue. It's totally a migration issue. In the end. How far back did this go? This went back a little bit further than I would have liked, but oh well. Oh well. Make more of those. Yeah, that's... I apparently have 2 microorganism mines. Okay. Sure. We'll manage. We'll manage with this. Why did I put those in like the one place that doesn't have power? That goes there. Pull the file from the mod, which file are you referring to? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my red science handcrafted and then look at migration stuff. Probably just needs a updated file or whatever. For those who don't know, with the Pi suite, migration is the number 1 issue with updating the Pi suite over time. You don't think it's the migration? Okay. We shall see. If there's a problem with recipes after you've updated the Pi suite, chances are it's a problem with the migration file not being changed. It's it's very very specific. Every single time the mods are updated, they need to also update the file name of the migration file. But in this case, I actually don't think it would be a migration issue because we're not iterating version numbers, so the migration file itself should be loading every time. I would think. Whatever migration exists / doesn't exist with AlienLife.